This is an evaluations question and we have to evaluate the likelihood that the party's plan will succeed. There is no conclusion in the argument. The missing link is between the party's hopes that it will attract voters away from rival parties and another hope that these voters that have been initially won by the temporary freeze will become party loyalists. Our broad expectation from the correct answer choice is that it should indicate some fact or data to help in evaluating the likelihood of the party's plan succeeding. Answer choice A. The argument mentions that the freeze will reduce the party's support among urbanites because they will interpret the freeze as unfair. This mention accounts for the possibility that the freeze may be deemed unfair among urban residents. So knowing whether this possibility exists is just additional consideration and would not help in evaluating the success of the plan. So let's eliminate this answer choice. Answer choice B. The argument mentions that the freeze will be heavily publicized. Now who publicizes the freeze? Whether the freeze will be publicized by the same public relations team that party presently employs? This piece of information is just additional consideration and does not help in evaluating the success of the plan. So let's eliminate this answer choice. Answer choice C. This answer choice asks about whether repayments on some type of loans will be frozen for longer than repayments for other types of loans. Knowing this piece of information makes no suggestion regarding whether the party will attract voters away from rival parties. So this answer choice makes no suggestion regarding the success of the plan, and knowing this piece of information will not help evaluate the success of the plan. So let's eliminate this answer choice. Answer choice D. This answer choice asks about whether the party's rival will respond by promising a loan repayment freeze. If the rivals do respond with a similar plan, it indicates that the party may not be able to attract voters away from rival parties. In such a case, the party's plan may not be successful. So knowing this piece of information is essential to understand the success of the plan. A good answer choice. Let's keep this on hold. Answer choice E. This answer choice talks about different approaches than the plan. Knowing about the success or failure of different approaches makes no suggestion regarding the success of this plan. So this answer choice would just provide additional consideration and would not help in evaluating the conclusion. So let's eliminate this answer choice. D is the correct answer choice.